On May 31st, 2017, Donald Trump had this to say. Despite the constant negative press Covfefe. Clearly these are important words, right? The President of the United States himself tweeted it. But what does it mean? Thousands upon thousands of Twitter users came together in solidarity almost immediately in order to solve this cryptic message. Reanimated corpses, stand-up comedians, Japanese game developers, you name it, they were on Twitter spreading the hashtag Covfefe. Later that day, President Trump tweeted out another message, encouraging everyone to keep up their investigation. But how deep does this rabbit hole go? Before we start unraveling the mysteries behind this tweet, I want to take us back. Back to 2001, when a glorious man by the name of Hideo Kojima made a game called Metal Gear Solid 2: The Sons of Liberty. Near the end of the game, the player learns of a giant fortress called Arsenal Gear that houses something called the GW AI, created by the Patriots in order to guide America into the future. The GW AI is an interesting concept because its purpose was to control the flow of digital information and filter out what was seen by the masses. At a first glance, it might appear that GW would be used as a tool by corrupt politicians in order to influence the masses, as it's already been seen in game that the Patriots are responsible for selecting the presidents, although they only act as figureheads. It's not until after the credits roll that the player finds out that the Patriots have been dead for the entirety of the game, which would imply that GW has been acting autonomously the entire time. But why? If the puppeteers behind such a powerful tool such as GW are all dead, then who benefits from the program achieving its goals? If we take what GW says near the end of the game at face value, that answer is the American people. GW claims that its purpose isn't to control or influence the American people through the manipulation of information, but to provide context. Even as early as 2001, the abundance of information freely circulating had started to dilute the well of information the internet used to be. Fast forward back to 2017, and the problem has only gotten worse. Fake news stories are abundant, fast food restaurants are fighting for our patronage over Twitter wars, flat earthers and anti-vaxxers are on the rise, fidget spinners are popular. Everything's over-sensualized now. Everything that happens finds its way back onto the internet, and the public finds it necessary to show each other how strong their reaction is, how much they stand out as an individual. I'm no different though. I was raised in this time of false information, where Snopes and citing sources have become necessities for daily conversations. But imagine if we didn't have to do that. Imagine if something like the GW program existed today and we had proper context for everything. Imagine if everything you read on the internet served a purpose, and that purpose was to guide you to make choices based on your own beliefs instead of distracting you with asinine and overhyped content. I understand that the concept of GW takes away our freedom to choose the information that we see or that is brought into the public's eye, but is that really so different from how the major media corporations function today? Would it not be better to hand the reins that already exist on the American people to a benign system rather than letting corrupt politicians and profiteers benefit from our undivided attention? After the video, I want you to leave a comment letting me know what your views on the matter are. So what does Covfefe mean? It probably means that the president fat-fingered the hell out of the word coverage. But at the end of the day, it just turned into another distraction. Another piece of unneeded content drawing unneeded attention away from things that really matter. And it worked too. For an entire day, everyone was talking about Covfefe instead of how small the president's hands are. I'm Devin from Video 2, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you have your own interpretation of what Covfefe means, post it in the comments, but realize that you're only diluting the internet further by doing so. Thanks for watching.